Yes.
Banger. We all know that. For anyone who somehow doesn't know what happened next, can you please share?
So at some point between then and our dinner time, somebody at Taylor's team saw it. Probably, I assume, told Taylor. She was like, oh, that's adorable. And then she wrote my favorite lyric from the song, which is, where's the trophy? He just comes running over to me. Congratulations, as a comment on my post. And then we were at dinner and the girls were like, she commented, like, Taylor Swift commented. And I was like, on what?
What I did ask you when you walked in was your engagement ring. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, you're used to Lombardi trophies. They're a little harder to hold in your pocket.
No, you're not carrying those around. Also, Super Bowl rings get lost in our house. So,
oh, well,
yeah. Don't worry. It's in a landfill somewhere in Cincinnati. I wish I was kidding. I think maybe it would be fun to see both sets of hardware that you have. So if we could just get a close up on your iCell, look at those two pieces of hardware together. Are you kidding? Stop it. Okay, for anyone who hasn't seen the clip of your engagement, we have it right here. Your fiance Connor proposes at the finish line of the Super G event. Let's see it.
Worked so hard and achieved so much, and yet you still find the time to love me, to make me feel special. And most importantly, you help me.
Does it make you tear up?
A little bit.
And now that I know what that feels like, there's only one way I want to spend the rest of my life, and that is by your side.
You know what's great about this?
Will you marry me?
That you forever get to remember his words. Because I am on record saying that I blacked out. I have no idea what my husband said. I know he asked me to marry him, but I forget all the things that led up to it.
Yeah, I mean, even right afterwards, they were like, what did he say? And I was like, I don't know. I was just crying.
Run the clip. Is it true that you always wanted to get engaged at the Olympics?
So not always, but when I went to my first games, there was rumors that like one of my teammates was going to get engaged, and it kind of just like stuck in the back of my head. Wasn't dating anybody at the time, wasn't on the horizon, but I was like, that would be cool. And then like thinking through it further, like, I mean, obviously the Paris games, there were so many really cool love stories that came out, and I was like, yeah, I feel like that'd be pretty cool.
It's great. And then you did it. Was your fiance aware that you liked that idea?
Yes, I did tell him that I had always kind of had that idea. And then about a year ago, he was like, okay, so like, are you serious about this? Because he was like, I need a plan. And then there was a lot of people that he had to get the say so from. He had to move around the Italian president to avoid to get into the finish on the day. And yeah, so it was very logistically challenging for him. And yeah, but he pulled it off.
Yeah, you did. How surprised were you on a scale of 1 to 10?
Well, I mean, it was like a 2 or a 3 because I knew it was coming. But when he came over, I have like the ring box, and it doesn't look like a traditional ring box. So I was like, oh, he's got like a cute little note or something. Like, this is adorable. And then he opened it up and got on one knee, and I just started crying. So yeah,
that's so perfect. Well, when you posted the pictures afterwards, the photo you shared, your ring box has the lyrics from Taylor's song, The Alchemy.
Yes.
Banger. We all know that. For anyone who somehow doesn't know what happened next, can you please share?
So at some point between then and our dinner time, somebody at Taylor's team saw it. Probably, I assume, told Taylor. She was like, oh, that's adorable. And then she wrote my favorite lyric from the song, which is, where's the trophy? He just comes running over to me. Congratulations, as a comment on my post. And then we were at dinner and the girls were like she commented, like, Taylor Swift commented. And I was like, on what? And then they were like, on your post. And I was like, and then I went in, and I don't know, for some reason Instagram didn't automatically put it at the top, which seems like
summarized better.
Like Instagram should just do that automatically. But so it was like scrolling, and then it was like, oh my God, That is on my post.
How dare they bury the lead like that? That's ridiculous to hide that comment. I do love your response as well. You said, I don't know what's better, Olympic gold or this comment. Sourdough engagement gift, please. Would love to teach you to ski. Is this further down the rundown, me admitting my skiing story?
It's right here.
Perfect. The first time I ever skied, we were in Aspen and we went to a mountain. And then I found out that there was not a single green run on that mountain and there wasn't even a bunny hill. And we ended up on a blue run with my husband going, just get on your edges. And I was like, what the fuck is an edge? So it went great. I've gotten better, I think. Jason, would you like to agree with that?
I mean, we were on a bunny hill last time we were there.
And I did better. I didn't fall down. I didn't fall down. Needless to say, can I join your ski lesson?
Of course.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Because I'm not the best skier.
That's okay.
I'm actually pretty bad at skiing. But I can hit a pizza pretty hard all the way down the hill.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
where you start.
Great. Just annihilate my hips. No, I'm going to take a wild guess. Are people already asking you about the wedding?
Yes.
That's crazy. That's crazy behavior.
They asked me within 5 minutes. And I...
When are you thinking?
When are you going to have
When are you going to have it?
I was like...
actually-
really, the only date that I knew was like maybe sort of this one.
Yes. Yes. We had to get through this. Now we'll make another decision.
Yeah.
Do you have any thoughts on wedding planning?
I mean...
A great answer
We've
is
talked
no.
a little bit, I guess. So yeah, I'd like it. I think in the fall, and we're talking about doing it in Jackson, which is where I'm from. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
In due time, guys. They'll have plans in due time. You leave them be. Now, I did see that you and Connor met on Bumble.
That is true.
And from a Tinder couple, I can deeply appreciate that. So well done.
Thank you.
Is Bumble also a swipe situation?
Correct. Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
We swiped our way right into that.
Yeah.
I feel good about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole thing with Bumble was that you messaged first, right?
Yes.
Great. What was your message? Good one.
I know, right? I was waiting for you to ask this.
Sorry. I forget about which
Yeah.
one's which.
Yeah, so he had like Noah Kahn, like some of his music
Yes.
tastes, and I'm a big Noah Kahn fan. So, and I had just been to like a little concert of his that they did for Michaela Schifrin. So I was like, oh, I was just at a little Noah Kahn concert. So then it really intrigued
small
him.
flex. He's like, can I come?
He was definitely like, yeah, I think I should probably try to figure out how to get in here.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. You did better than me. I messaged first, but on Tinder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did pick up lines. It was good. It was good enough that we're married with 4 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
It also wasn't great.
But also, I mean, it must have been something on Tinder for you to message him first. He was probably...
Oh, it was funnier that way. It wouldn't have been as funny if he was like, hey, what's up? I had to hit him with the pickup line first.
Yeah.
You got to go in strong. So I appreciate that Bumble does
Which
that.
pickup line?
My first one was, I need life alert. I've fallen for you and I can't get up.
Very, very corny.
Thank
Yeah.
I
you.
said you can do better than that.
And then I said, if I told you I work for UPS, would you let me handle your package?
Yeah.
I
We're
was
very
young.
aggressive.
And he said, that's great.
That was
so,
perfect.
okay, we're fine. Now, I also got to ask you about the other piece of hardware, that gold medal. Once again, congratulations. I was just watching your gold medal run, and it is insane. It's incredible. And I told you when you first walked in, I'm winter sports dumb. Because I didn't grow up in a winter sports family, which is why I failed so hard at skiing. This run was unreal. This is your first ever medal, correct?
From the Olympics, yeah.
Yes. And it's gold.
Yeah, I mean... I qualified to the team in 2018. Going into this games, I was like, this may be kind of my last games at the top of my game, although ski racers' careers are going longer and longer. And yeah, it was definitely like a crazy full circle moment. It was I just kind of kept coming back to like trying to execute my plan, trying to execute my run. And by 0.04 of a second, which is very, very small amount of time, I pulled it out.
It's so good. How did you feel in that moment?
Doing it is like, it's real. Like skiing is a really cool sport because you're doing a lot of mental physics at 80 miles an hour. So it's very physical and very mental. You're trying to figure out the right line. You're trying to figure out how to ski it. You're trying to time everything correctly, but you're also resisting up to 4 Gs of force.